How I caught my own grandpa. What is this?
Hello,
When he says how I caught my own grandpa, what does he mean by caught his own grandpa, bro? Because I know, chat, if you know anything about this guy's channel, he catches drakes, you know? He catches EDPs. He catches a lot of people who like to tickle little kids, we'll say. So if he says how I caught my own grandpa, this might be the most fucking insane, like, planned out shit ever, bro.
hi,
Jelly
this is
beans.
Kaiser. You probably may have seen my sister's videos, but I'm using my sister's account, and in order to use her account, I have to be a friend.
Ain't no way.
Imagine being halfway across the country at 13 years old.
Bro
alone
actually
with
caught his
only
granddad being an EDP.
your little sister and a grandparent you barely know.
Hope you liked the video.
But what you do know is you just accidentally found a crapload of CP. And the man who holds it, your own grandfather,
Oh, what the fuck? Your own granddaddy. Oh, nah.
only way home.
Oh, your own grandpa, bro. Yeah, this video must be crazy. COD points.
You may have seen some comments in the past calling out my absolute honker ears. Hell, this one's
Absolute.
even
Okay,
but
ad.
even
Nah,
with my
hell
big
nah, bro. I appreciate one revenue, but
origin story video, then, well, now. I mean, it's start off a video like this. But hey, as I near 1 million subscribers,
Okay, there you go.
I wasn't exactly sure how to start off a video like this. But hey, as I near 1 million subscribers,
CP
I
is short
figured
for
what
COD
better time
points.
to
Yes,
make
COD
an
points,
Oma
chat.
origin story video then, well, now. I mean, it's not like there's ever exactly a good time to make a video about your grandfather being a serial predator. But hey, this is probably the closest it'll be
Mods,
to
please
a
keep it on,
good time.
please keep it on emo
I
only
grew
for
up
this
never really
process.
knowing my dad. He beat the piss out of me pretty badly
Hold
when I
on.
was a baby.
We're
so
getting
I
some
hear.
crazy backstory here, chat.
Good time.
Okay, let me skip back. Okay, let me rewind.
Sure
Okay,
how
call
to
up and Twitch chat.
start off a video like this. But hey,
Bro. How can you guys speak with emo only chat? Can mods speak with emo only chat? For real? Hold up. Emo only, bro. What the fuck?
hey, as I near 1 million subscribers, I figured
Hey,
what
almost
better
a million
time to
W,
make
bro.
An Oma origin story video then, well, now. I mean, it's not like there's ever exactly a good time to make a video about your grandfather being a serial predator. But hey, this is probably the closest it'll be to a good time. I grew up never really knowing my dad. He beat the piss out of me pretty badly when I was a
Shit,
baby.
me too,
so I
cuh.
hear.
Welcome
My
to the
mom was
Dad
actually
Beating
told
Club.
that I was never even going to be able to walk, and I would likely be paralyzed. I grew up pretty religiously as well for the first 10 years or so of my life, going to church
W Jesus,
pretty much
bro, W
almost every
Jesus.
Sunday. And you know, God teaches you to love your family. So when eventually my grandparents reached out to my mom wanting to be in our lives, she was somewhat accepting. Like I said, I never knew my dad, and he was never in my
What
life.
is this? Is
but
this
parents
Pokemon,
wanted to be
bro?
in mine, despite what he had done. Initially, my mom didn't really want anything to do with them, but after a few years and, you know, being a struggling single mother, she eventually allowed them to send us things through our church. I was about 6, this went on for probably a few years, and my mom had finally decided that they had won her over enough to allow them to meet us. Us being me and my little sister, who is 1 year younger than me. Met them at Chuck E. Cheese, and honestly, I remember
Chat, I wanna
being a
try
blast.
Chuck E.
I mean,
Cheese
what
so
kid
bad, bro.
Isn't gonna have fun at Chuck E. Cheese. But we got to know them, learned a lot about them, and we learned that my grandfather was actually a pastor, an active youth pastor at a children's ministry in North Carolina.
What the fuck? What the
Of course,
fuck?
my mom liked that and, you know, green flags, so
Yeah, that's
we
a
began
green
to come
flag,
around
chat.
more and more. Not much because
Chat, that's a
they
green
live in North
flag.
Carolina, but about once or twice a year.
That's a
we
green
would
flag
see
for
them.
real, for real.
Typically, we'd only really
That's a
see
green
them
flag,
if they
that's a
were,
green
like,
flag.
in town for some church reasons or occasionally family
Okay.
reasons, but this arrangement went on for about 7
He
or 8
looks
years
crazy
until
there, bro.
I was 13 and my sister was about 12. I think I was in 8th grade at the time, and we had concocted this amazing idea to spend our spring break over in North Carolina with our grandparents. You know, really get to know them. Honestly, overall, it was a pretty dope vacation. We saw mountains,
That's
I
cool,
saw
that's cool.
oceans, we ate great food. It was great, all besides for a few red flags that at the time seemed minor, but now, you know, I look at it a little differently. It was mostly minuscule, but there's one instance in particular that my mom was particularly concerned about, even at the time.
What?
There was one instance where I had mildly, upset my grandfather, and he kind of, just flipped a switch and turned into a whole new human being.
Okay,
for a
well, yeah,
while.
that's when you
It was kinda
dip.
scary. Basically,
That's
there
when
was
you
this
stop them
girl
from
that
coming,
I
bro.
knew we were going to be meeting for some reason or another. I think she was like a step relative on my grandma's side or something along those lines. I'm not sure, but I knew I wasn't related to her, and I knew we were meeting her. And of course, I thought she was cute, so I did what any boy would do at the time with no game. I sent her a Facebook friend request and added her there. I don't know. if I
W.
followed
Rit.
the
Oh
layout
my
of
god, what is that haircut, bro? What is that trim?
charm with my Instagram post
Oh, yeah, you better
before I
stop,
met
man.
her, but I added her for some reason. Anyways, my grandpa, as old people do, took tons of pictures on this trip and posted them on Facebook. However, there was one particularly bad photo of me that he had posted where I just really didn't like the way I looked. It was an unflattering picture of me, to say the least. I can probably find it, but I knew he had this girl friended and I had her friended, and I didn't want her to see that. I was embarrassed. And
Wait, the granddad had the girl friended.
I'm a young boy in a changing body, and a girl that I knew I was meeting and thought was cute could see this ugly picture of me, so
Wait, I'm
I
confused.
simply asked him to delete it because I was embarrassed by it. I think a reasonable request for an insecure little boy, but
Nah, I think that's valid, Chad, because, like, my parents, when they used to post pictures of me as a kid that were, like, in my opinion, like, embarrassing, if I asked them, they'd, sometimes
not
they
to
did,
him
so
apparently.
I respect
Basically,
it.
he's got super pissy about it, going like, fine.
Sorry if I
guess
look
I'll-"
different, I took a shower. What do you mean?
To him apparently.
You
Basically,
grew a
he's
full
got-
beard. What?
Super pissy about it, going like,
Oh.
fine, I guess I'll
Because they're all
never get
stupid.
pictures
Jet
of you
fighter.
again. Guess I don't need pictures
They're all
of my
too
own
weak-minded to understand that it's pointless. Chad, this, bro, what do you mean? Sorry, I took a shower.
Basically, he's got
What the
Reasonable
fuck?
request for
You
an
went.
insecure little boy, but not to him apparently.
basically he's got super
Okay, yeah, that's crazy, like, dedication, bro.
pissy about it, going like, fine, I guess I'll never get pictures of you again. Guess I don't need pictures of my own grandchildren. Kind of being a baby about it. But eventually he got over it and we went about our vacation up
Okay.
until
Up
the
until what?
last night there.
Okay. Oh, no.
I've been making videos for a long time.
no.
Pretty much since I was like 5 years old, I've been trying to create content on the internet. And
Okay.
as such, I've become very familiar with the internet and technology at a young age, including internet culture. You'll see why this
Okay.
is important in a minute.
Okay.
It was our final day in North Carolina.
Alright, it's like the fact he called the EDP and it was his grandma, bro. Granddad. Sup, Fatty? What's up, Jack? Yo, Jack, I completed the Exit 8 today, which is a good horror game. I lucky fucked with it. And I completed Bookshot Roulette, bro. Easy, bro.
And we had just gotten back to my grandparents' house from the other place we were staying at for a few days. We had our flight back home the next morning pretty early, and we had yet to print our tickets. And so my grandfather gave me his phone to do so. I did so without issue, and we got our tickets printed to go home. However, you know on phones how you can like swipe up or hit a button and see all
Yeah.
of your open apps that are running in
Yep.
the background,
Yep.
and you can swipe up or down to close them? Well, I've always had a habit of doing that. And so without
Yeah,
even
that,
thinking...
chat, I did that, chat. I still do that with my parents' phone, bro. I still do that with my parents' phone. If my mum hands me a phone to do something, I know my mother has 20 million tabs open. I'm swiping all them bitches away.
I did so on my grandfather's
Swiping
phone,
all
just
them
out of
bitches
habit.
away,
I was
bro.
habitually swiping up fast, and so I closed it quick. But I realized I closed an app that had caught my eye in particular.
What
an
app
app
was it?
that I thought it to be interesting that my grandpa
Why would his
even
grandpa
had on his
have-
phone. I'll give you a few seconds to take a guess as to what app could be so alarming.
Grinder.
The app was Kick. Kick Messenger. If you know anything about Kick Messenger or its history, then I'm sure you'll know why this piqued my interest pretty quickly. See, even being 13 at the time, I knew
Yeah,
way more
Kick,
than I should
it
have
was-
about the internet. So
Chat, when I was a teenager, like when I was like 11 or 12, I tried to go on Kick, bro. Chat, when I was 11 or 12, I tried to go on Kick, bro.
about Kick. Kick for a long time had been, and still unfortunately is to this day, a clusterfuck of an app, known for being the go-to
Yeah.
messaging service for child predators.
I don't know how they haven't
Users
solved that
share
issue.
Messages, photos, and videos. You don't have to be friends to connect. anyone can contact anyone anonymously. Kik is one of the most
Bruh.
popular apps that works this
Ben,
way.
you already know the answer. I
And
would have
that's
told you,
the
bro.
problem, according to police.
I didn't assume anything at this time, and
No,
less
you
alarm
should have been
bells rang in
suspicious,
my
bro.
head than probably should have, but it was enough to pique my interest, at least a little bit. I mean, come on, maybe Grandpa was in some church group chats. We went about the night as normally as
Church
we could,
group
but
chats.
I decided in
Ain't
my
no
head
way.
that when everyone had fell asleep, I was gonna sneak my Grandpa's phone
Okay.
and have a look-see as to what he was
Have
up
a
to on
little
Kik.
goosey
Who
gander.
knows? Maybe it really just was a nice church
So
group
no,
chat.
Kik's not
and it
shut down, bro. Kik's still up, I'm pretty sure.
was my cue to find God again. It was not.
No.
For about 3 hours, I just sat on my phone waiting
What is going on with bro's facial
for
hair?
my opportunity. About 1 a.m., everyone had fallen asleep for a little while. My grandpa had foolishly left his phone out on the table. He also foolishly didn't have a password on it. I managed
As
to
old
sneakily
people
grab
do.
his phone and then locked myself in the bathroom to begin checking it out. I remember seeing his profile first. It was a picture of him in a tie-dye shirt. He went under the name Horny Artist. Needless to say,
A horny artist.
there were no church group chats, and honestly,
That's
there was
crazy.
no real good explanation for why he had Kik.
Yeah.
Unless you count having terabytes of CP as a
Terabytes! Bro had terabytes of COD points. Bro had terabytes of COD points. CP.
good explanation. I wouldn't. I don't think I need to go
How?
into detail with what I saw, but just know I saw pretty much probably the worst stuff that I probably could have seen. I began scrolling through, and there was probably about 50 different individuals my grandfather was trading this nasty stuff with. One of the main people he would converse with on this app was someone named Kat. He had also shared images of my sister with her, as well as pictures of the other step-granddaughter that we had met earlier on this trip. It was all normal pictures, but he just mentioned that we were visiting, and that this other granddaughter would be staying with him for a week later that same
fucking
summer.
weird, bro.
Now, honestly, I wasn't really sure what to do, and I mean, I don't think any 13-year-old would. I didn't want to really record.
Nah, bro, I know what I would do. I would call the fucking police. Bro, if I was 13 and found out this kind of shit, I'm calling the police straight away. Like, that moment that I
It was
find
on
that
his phone
shit, if I
because I
find...
didn't want to have CP on my own phone and get in trouble. I made sure to memorize his
I'm
username
calling the
and
police
diligently
that
studied his
instant, bro. What do you
conversation
mean?
with
You know, what do you mean? I'm calling the police straight away.
this cat person. Funny enough, this is how I actually knew how to catch predators on Omegle, is because this cat girl at this time told my grandfather that she uses Omegle to find other predators and kids. Anyways, I'd concocted a plan. We ended up leaving the next day and made it home safely. Right when we got back home, I got right to work. When I got back home, I made a fake Kik profile, pretending to be a 26-year-old girl. And yes, my plan was I was basically acting like
As
a fellow predator, 13
that's
years
crazy.
old. I reached out to him telling him I was a friend of this cat girl, and we got to talking. Hey, my friend Kit told me about you.
He has the
Ooh,
messages of his own granddad.
And just cat. And he immediately sends a penis picture. No words, just straight dick.
His
You married?
grandpa
I
was
asked.
crazy,
By this
bro.
point, I could gauge he was a sick fuck and enjoyed being a sick fuck. So
Bro,
I knew
his
he
grandpa
probably wouldn't
was on
have
the
an issue admitting
Drake-
this. To be honest, yes.
Oh my
You?
goodness. Nice.
No,
Not
I'm 26. I have a boyfriend though. I mean, this right here,
What the
my age
fuck?
was really showing. I said that like a 26-year-old wouldn't be married. Like that's unreasonable. Like, oh no.
Oh,
It's an open
no.
relationship.
It's an open
He
relationship.
doesn't care what I do. Does your wife know? Heck no. Better not get caught. Kissing emoji.
Kiss emoji.
I want to suck a dick.
Oh, what the
Try.
fuck? Grandpa, hit me up. I'm just joking.
Do you have anyone whose dick you can suck? LOL. Tried mine. I'm just short. LOL. You could always meet with someone. He sends another picture of his pee-pee. What did Kat say?
What
I
the
asked if she
fuck?
knew any hot guys who will
What the
send pics,
fuck?
and she gave me you.
What the fuck?
He then
I'll
sent
watch
me a
it, bro.
picture of him holding his wiener with his face in it. Better yet, it also said camera right underneath the image, which on Kik means that was taken alive. Right then, in that moment, while we were texting.
So he was
Where's your
bricked.
wife? At work. Sneaky. Do you have a friend you can suck off? I think my mindset here was I was just trying to see if you had mentioned anyone that I might have known.
Bro,
or
his
me
grandpa
or
was on
my
smoke.
sister or something. I don't know. Not yet. So I pressed some harder, or sign depending on your relationship. I know some people would do stuff with their kids or grandkids. And then unfortunately, I got the response I was looking for. I would. With who?
Nah,
Granddaughter.
with his own kid, bro. With his own kid.
Zzz.
Grandkid.
Oh, how old are they? 12.
Nah.
How often do you see them? Then his response to that was a picture of my sister just sitting at the beach in her bathing suit.
Nah, bro,
That was a
what the
safe for
fuck?
work image. It was like a Facebook image you would find on like a mom's
That's still
Facebook.
weird,
But
bro.
obviously it's pretty disturbing to have seen it being sent around that way. I was honestly speechless, so I just responded with I'll send a pic later. He then sent another picture of one of his other step-granddaughters, the one that we had met
That's fucking
previously on
weird,
this
bro.
trip, who was also around our age. Now that I think about it, me and Grandpa were eyeing the same girl, which was not cool, dude. When did you see them last?
Well, yeah,
They
that's weird.
taste good, too.
Your own granddaughter and grandson, bro. Bet they taste good. Oh my lord, bro. Yeah, you're cooked, bro. Nah, get out, bro.
Spent a week with first pick, second
Get a
pick coming
week,
for a
bro.
week. And you didn't try anything? And he just responded with, her brother in the pool too. Rubbing your kitty? Yeah, I am. Nah, see. And I guess I just never seen a vagina in my life or knew how they work. Or probably even talked to a woman at this point in my life because for some reason, my response to, yeah, I'm playing with my kitty, can you see? My response was, send a pic when I'm not around people. Who's there? I'm in a
What the fuck? Send a pic when I'm not around people.
car with my friends and mom. I guess the girl I was pretending to be was a freak. I really don't know how he didn't get skeptical at this point, but hey, I
Yeah, bro.
wasn't
If well, like,
professional at this time.
that's weird as
yet,
fuck. That's
okay?
sussy as fuck.
I was 13. Sent another pee-pee picture. Play
another
with
dick
cat.
picture.
Not yet. Just started this account yesterday. Send you one of her sucking me when I see your pics. I love young. Okay, I'll
I
trade.
love
He
young is
sent
crazy.
2 more PP pictures and an image of a girl, clearly not 18. At this point, I just decided to leave our conversation alone, as I
The
had
tie-dye
pretty much
shirts
got all
go
that I
crazy,
felt I
bro.
needed from him,
The
and he
tie-dye
had pretty
shirts go
heavily
crazy.
incriminated himself
What
already
the
at this
fuck?
point. So naturally, I felt like I had seen enough of Grandpa for the day.
Call
I
the
just left
police,
him
bro.
alone.
Call the
Now,
police.
before I even went to the police or even told my
Yeah.
own mom, I wanted to make people around him aware, so I messaged the mother of the other granddaughter. Excuse me, but do you have a moment to spare?
Oh
It
my
could
god,
involve your
W's.
daughter.
W.
Yes?
This is a 13-year-old W son, bro.
No, honestly,
he
I-
told the other
I
victims'
didn't think she would take
families.
me seriously because I was a literal kid myself at the time.
Now, that's
so
still W,
I lied to
bro.
her a little bit. I'm an online vigilante who catches pedophiles and stops them before they do anything to harm anyone. Unfortunately, I have hard evidence of Tom Kinsley saying and sending very illegal things. I would keep your daughter away from him as well. And might I say that message was June 9th of 2017. And
That's
what a
crazy.
crazy foreshadow, because here I am 8 years later. This was basically my destiny, you know? Basically, I created a fake profile pretending to be a 26-year-old girl to get proof of him admitting to things he wants to do to your daughter, his other
Oh, this is
granddaughter, and other
grim.
kids. And inevitably, this got the ball rolling. And he then pretty swiftly underwent FBI investigation and was arrested and charged with indecent liberties with a minor. as well
Yes,
as
get
5
him in
counts
jail,
of
bro.
Second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. Unfortunately, he bitched out like the coward we all know these child predators are. And on June 17th, 2017, took his own life in his jail cell. Hopefully, this gives you all some more insight in regards to why I do what I do. And
Yeah,
the
that's
content
crazy.
style
So,
that I
bro was literally a victim to his pretty much a victim to his own grandpa. Took his grandpa
Views
down.
and shit are obviously cool and all, but this style of content has always had a deeper and more personal meaning to me. Thank you guys so much for 1,000,000. That's literally my childhood dream, and I hope you guys continue to support me in the future. We have a lot of crazy videos coming up.
Shit, bro. That was crazy. Hey, it's clear you like this video. There's one right here as well. Why don't you watch this one too? Come on, watch it. Press it, bro.
Yo, they still ain't pressed the
Well, that's
video.
what I'm saying. They ain't pressing it, bro.